as they get ready to take the green flag, waved by Daytona 500 winner Michael Waltrip. They're off and running. Jeff Burton, Jacob Borst in front at South Boston Speedway as they sprint down the back straightaway.
Burton takes it from the outside of her Borst, but it's Honeycutt still inside of Parker Eatman, completing lap 1. Jeb Burton will lead. Top 10 cars are away, all on their lonesome. Still a battle for second. Honeycutt gets a little tight on the inside. It's 3 wide in the mid-pack.
It's that top 8 that has separated themselves. Good run. Mike Looney is leading the second group there. They start to get spread out. Nearly some contact in turn 3. Stacy Puryear got bumped, I think, from both sides. We have multiple situations. 3 wide there. Stacy Puryear is going to duck behind Mark Wirtz. Your race leader is still Jeb Burton, making his way out of corner 4 with Jacob Borst in hot pursuit.
But here, Parker Eatman moved up 2 spots since the start, but it's Jacob Borst who took the lead away from Jeb Burton through the Empower Broadband restart zone. Borst will lead them into turn 1, but Eatman will look to the inside.
Your spotter says, the leader is wrapping the bottom. Oh, we got a spin over in turn 2. Wow.
Oh, Darren Krantz Jr. from the turn 1 camera. I think that's right rear down.
Yeah, it's been a little while so far at South Boston Speedway. Jacob Borst, the control car. Caden Honeycutt has moved into the front row. There's a major talent right behind them here at the 4/10 of a mile South Boston Speedway. Jacob Borst has cleared in front. He'll come across the stripe as your race leader one more time.
Want to give you a note. Darren Krantz Jr. is still in the pits. Laney Bice out of the car.
Okay. Good eyes there by you.
Look at that. Doug Barnes Jr., the other Lee Pulliam Performance car, into second now.
Barnes with some super speed as he slings it into turn 3, about to exit turn 4 as your race leader for another lap.
25 of Borst was defending hard. You saw Doug Barnes Jr. outside of 4 trying to work to the outside of the 25, but Borst kind of cut him off there. Doug Barnes Jr. cut him break. Whipped back to the inside and took the lead away in that pink number 88 for Lee Pulliam Performance. This is their last ride together, and Doug Barnes Jr. said he wants to go out with a bang. What better way than to win the State Water Heaters Krush 250? He's leading right now, but there's still over 200 laps remaining.
You have so much age difference in these races. He's a guy now that at this point has been on both sides of the spectrum. I think he got his first late model win at age 15, and he's still doing it. He's still good. Yes, things change with technology and racing styles, but he's figuring out a way to be competitive, much like those guys that we talked about, Deke McCaskill and Stacy Puryear. Caution is out. Caution is out on the speedway at South Boston Speedway in the Krush 250. Barnes, Borst, up front. There they go.
Barnes has it. Borst a little slow on the inside. Honeycutt peeking to the outside. Once again, trying to use that high line to build momentum and sweep it and fly in front of the 25 of Borst. He wasn't able to do it last restart, but he might be able to do it here. 25 looks a little tight on the inside. Honeycutt going to work a little harder because track position, very, very important here at South Boston Speedway. Honeycutt not quite clear. Now he's clear into second after starting third, but he's been riding pretty much early. Mike Looney a little sideways in the mid-pack. Bit of a stack up for Deke McCaskill there. Andrew Grady hot on the bumper. Doug Barnes on the outside, your early leader who decided to come into the pits for work. These front 3 have stayed out. They did no work. They took no fuel. It's Stacy Puryear leading laps, 55 years old.
Pretty good roll-off on the restart for Caden Honeycutt in the 77. He's outside of Andrew Grady in the red number 1 right now. Just from the eye test, I think Caden Honeycutt is going to be working himself into the top 3 here in just a moment. Yeah, Honeycutt looks like he's going to have plenty to clear Andrew Grady as they go swooping out of turn 2 into the back straightaway at South Boston Speedway.
But Stacy Puryear currently defending from the 88, and the 88, Doug Barnes Jr., having some trouble getting around right now. A little bit of history for him. Was a standout in 2021 and 2022 at Dominion Raceway with a couple of wins. He finished 8th in national standing in 2022, and most recently this year he was 9th in the 2025 Valley Star Credit Union 300, and this is that same car that finished there at Martinsville, down to 7th. So holding track position fairly well, and they'll be ready to take 2 tires, and an adjustment at the second Hoosier driver stage break. Oh, and there we go. Stacy Puryear turned off the nose of the 88 of Doug Barnes Jr. Caution waves. Who's your driver? Caution.
We're racing again in the Krush 250. Great jump for Caden Honeycutt. I don't know that he jumped the restart, but he was really quick on the trigger. That's why he's one of the best. Back to that talent factor. That was an A-plus restart for Honeycutt, and he will be the race leader again across the stripe. Lane Woods did not lead a lap.
Grady has had a pretty good night, stayed out earlier at the first stage break, qualified only 18th, but he said all weekend long he feels that he has a fast car, and a top 10, fairly good right now.
Yeah, practice times yesterday are more in line with where he's running right now. In fact, he may have actually been 7th fastest in practice yesterday. Bobby McCarty going to try to clear Parker Eatman. This is a lot of fun right here. And if anybody knows how to work a pass at South Boston Speedway, it's got to be Bobby McCarty. He's got to be at the top of your list as he gets all 4 tires beneath the yellow stripe there. Major speed for Bobby McCarty. Parker Eatman can't hardly keep up. Jared Dawson is in your picture there as a lapped car. Bobby McCarty got the best of that exchange. It probably took him 10 laps longer than he wanted it to, Scott. But Bobby McCarty now in good position, solo second place ahead of Parker Eatman.
McCaskill saw him stay out earlier at the stage 1 break as well, but has been having trouble here after this stage 2 break. Looks like maybe they made adjustments in the wrong direction.
Yeah, I was talking to that with the Dawson Motorsports crew. They said really tight yesterday. We overdid it. Now we're too loose. Sometimes that can happen in those stage breaks as well. And again, sometimes you do just have to take a chance of some kind if you know you don't have the race pace of, say, a Honeycutt or a McCarty. You might have to try a big swing. You know what I say about big swings? Back to the baseball analogy. Sometimes you hit a home run. Sometimes you strike out.
Blaine Donahue
out there with Donahue in the wall, corner 4.
The racing season never ends. Through the Empower Broadband Restart Zone, we are back in action. 36 to go. It's Honeycutt and McCarty has the edge on the inside, leading down into 3.
How about Parker Eatman is tapping on Jeb Burton's back bumper. It might turn into a full-blown slugfest here for the battle to get into 3rd position. And the battle up front is eye-popping as well. Look at Caden Honeycutt, highest I've seen him go. He is really trying to work that outer groove and seems to be finding speed up there.
Needs to carry momentum on this outer lane to continue to defend from the 6 of Bobby McCarty. McCarty doing such a good job remaining on the inside. I think it might have to get physical, though, a little bit to make this pass.
If you're not on your feet already, you might want to get there. This is going to be a really good finish. And again, it looks like McCarty and Honeycutt to fight it out. But don't count out anybody just yet as they fire out of turn 4. Look at McCarty.
Some contact.
There's the touch, and the crowd here did get on their feet. It did not allow Bobby McCarty to pass, though. Scott, this is must-see short track racing. This is what South Boston Speedway delivers, and this is what we are getting in the Krush 250.
Lap traffic coming into play. Jared Dawson 0-1 on the high side. McCarty still looking low. McCarty has talked about the state of late model stock car racing and how aggressive maybe some young drivers or even drivers in general can get, and how, taking care of equipment. And Bobby McCarty, he builds these things. He runs with Hedgecott Racing in the past 2 races, but he's built a lot of his stuff all year long. He understands the work and time, but he's still going to make contact. He's going to do it cleanly, but it is time. It's time to go, 10 to go when they get back. It's going to have some contact to make this pass for the lead. You couldn't ask for better than this.
Honeycutt committed to the middle/higher groove. Bobby McCarty stuck on the bottom side, maybe by design. You mentioned Bobby McCarty. He is outspoken about issues in short track racing. Part of the reason why he's a fan favorite. Oh, the other reason? He just wins. Race leader at that time by is Bobby McCarty. All gas, all grit, and always ready. Bobby McCarty in front of Caden Honeycutt, but Honeycutt's not going to go away. That's Jessica Can. That did turn into a bit of a blocker and a wiggle. Honeycutt touched Jessica Can. He lost major speed. This is a big benefit for Bobby McCarty with 8 to go. McCarty into turn 3.
You posed the question, would lap traffic play a factor? And it played the biggest factor. Bobby McCarty on the inside takes the lead away from Honeycutt. Does Honeycutt have enough time to get back? He has not transferred over to the bottom side. He is staying in the high groove. 6 to go when they get back. Honeycutt back by 0.4 of a second. Lap traffic going to slow down McCarty here. That will allow Honeycutt to gain.
Between late model, Cars Tour, and Limited Sportsman, My count has Bobby McCarty at 21 wins total. He has won a lot of big races, but if he picks up his 22nd race win here at South Boston Speedway, I bet he's going to tell you this one is the biggest. 5 laps to go and still work to go for Bobby McCarty, but he might not catch another lap car. There is a long distance, about a full turn between Bobby McCarty and the next lapped ride. Caden Honeycutt is hustling, and he is going to have to hustle to catch Bobby McCarty, your race leader now with 3.5 left. Oh, we've got a crash.
Oh,
we have got a crash. We have got caution.
Gracious.
And this changes everything. We'll give the line. That is the last thing that Bobby McCarty wanted to see, is a car stopped in turn 3. And now this changes absolutely everything, Scott Shine.
My heart is beating out of my chest.
Buckle up for one of the most critical restarts you're ever going to see at South Boston Speedway. 3 to go. 2:47 in the books. 3 laps to go.
It'll be green, white, checkered.
Yeah. Well, with 3 to go?
Well, we'll count caution laps right now.
That's true. Woo. You're right. You're right. The caution laps count. Thank you for the reminder.
Here's a look at the incident. We're watching along with the 01 of Jared Dawson, but it involved the 17 of Puryear and the 14 of Mason Bailey.
Yeah,
Bailey looked like he was looking to the inside of Puryear, and maybe Puryear came down a little bit there.
We have got 2 drivers up front. Names are Honeycutt and McCarty. And they are fast. They don't take slow for an answer. The Krush 250 is green again at South Boston Speedway.
McCarty, even with the 17. Outside, Honeycutt sends it in, washes up high, uses up the 6 of McCarty. Little bit of contact. White flag, this time back. Honeycutt to the lead. Washed up with McCarty, took it away. He won this race last year at Orange County. It changed the state of his career, opened the door for him to get a Craftsman Truck Series ride, and he's going to go back-to-back in the State Water Heaters Krush 250. He's victorious, Caden Honeycutt.